What's going on, guys? Today I am going to be unboxing bugs. This is the first time I've bought them online. I did it to kind of see how it's done, and also it would make it a little bit easier for me to actually make how to make a mealworm farm type video, doing it this way as well. So I did already open the box. I did that because I wanted to show Pi before I came down here and did the video, because she's obviously not actually going to be able to see it firsthand. She's upstairs with baby. So I got phoenix worms. Let's see how they look. It's the first time I've ordered online as well. So, ooh, these look real nice, real nice. Very healthy, very active. They're also a little dry because they've been shipped, obviously. Normally when you get it at like a pet store or whatever, they moisten up the bedding. Also got wax worms. I also got 250 wax worms, which is a high number. I normally don't get that much because I don't feed them often. Wax worms are a treat amongst treats for your reptiles. So they're very fattening for your animal. And again, they're very active. The phoenix worms and these wax worms, you actually, when you bring them home, you stick them in the fridge. That keeps them from pupating and turning into moths. But look at that. That is what your mealworms come in the mail. They don't come with no bedding, nothing like that. They come with newspaper in a bag, zip tied. Starting a mealworm farm is very simple. It took me no time at all. The thing that took the longest was actually waiting for them to pupate, and then from pupation turning into beetles. So, in order to start your farm, you only need like a little tub, like, I don't know what it's called. Hold on. I'm gonna show you this right now. Kapow! Boom. There you go. So that's what you're gonna need. In there, I already have mealworms, but in order to do like a full video, I thought this would be like the best. So you're gonna grab one of the containers, and then you just dump these lovely little guys on in there. Right on out of that bag. Boom. That is 2,000 mealworms. This is the most mealworms that I've had since I started doing this at one time. They're fairly cheap, fairly inexpensive. I can't seem to get the rest of them out. Okay, once you get that bag empty, you can keep it or you can just throw it, if you have a use for it. If you think you're gonna end up, needing a bag to put them in when you end up cleaning up your area or cleaning up the tote that they're in, you can keep the bag or whatever they come in. If you go to a reptile store, they're gonna end up coming in like a little shipping container, so you can keep those as well. Otherwise, if you go certain places, they will actually offer you deals if you bring the containers back. So, just so you know. But if you end up making your own farm, you're gonna end up needing some type of containers. I use like coffee containers and stuff like that in order to separate, or you can use strainers, stuff like that. You can find all kinds of stuff to either help clean or help store the mealworms. And what I'm doing right now is I'm just getting all the mealworms out of the paper so that you can see all of them and what they look like. Making a mess in here. I'm gonna have to clean that up. Oh, I got smacked with beetles. Or with, not beetles, with mealworms. Jesus. Ah, I got smacked with them again. Looks like they came with a couple cleaner bugs. So that's cool. I got a couple free cleaner bugs with my order. Definitely won't complain about. So always be aware of like what you're doing and how you're doing it, because they will get everywhere. So that is 2,000 mealworms. Oh, and then I go and do that. But was it planned? Alright, so once you get these all taken out of their bags and into a box, you can actually separate them. I don't necessarily know how many of these can technically fit in this container. The most I've done is like 250 to about 500 in one of these, and I fill up the wheats, well, oats, not wheats, sorry. I fill up the oats about maybe 3 inches, which is higher than most. A lot of people will say fill it to about an inch, maybe. I give them quite a bit of food and stuff because I don't necessarily then have to change them quite often. People say use paper towel rolls for them to climb on. A lot of people say to use them for like the beetles and stuff, so the beetles don't climb on top of each other and this, that, and the other. Well, I use them in the mealworm enclosure because I have had issues with pupae. I have had issues with mold getting on the oats. So what I do is I stick like the carrots or whatever got rinsed off or wet, I stick that on the cardboard and it dries out, and then it can touch the oats and no issues with mold. Alrighty, so if you don't know, I'm gonna try and show you. Now your beetles turn into pupae. The pupae look like that. And they move oh so much. And it takes about, what did it say? It was 15 sheds, and that takes about, it was like a month and a half for it to go from egg to mealworm, and the mealworm to pupae is about a month and a half. And then beetle, or pupae to beetle is another 10 days, almost 2 weeks, depending on your temperatures. And then beetle to death is about another month and a half. They have a lifespan of around like 4 or 5 months, I think it is. Thank you guys so much for watching my unboxing video. Be sure to follow us on Facebook at Kirby's Kingdom, also on Twitter and Instagram. And be sure to like and share the video if you found any of this useful for you. Thank you guys. Have a great day and make a difference.